Langar week is taking place this week, and Langar, if you're unaware, is a community kitchen, and it's part of free vegetarian food which is served in the kitchens of a Gurdwara, which is a Sikh temple, every single day, 365 days of the year. Now, in the Sikh religion, anyone can enjoy Langar, so it does not matter what your faith, your gender, your age, your sexual orientation, your status. It does not matter at all. Everyone is welcome to enjoy free Langar, or as I say, free vegetarian food, which is Langar. And Langar Week, which is running this week from the 3rd to the 9th of October, is all about raising awareness of Langar and the importance of it. And to tell me a little bit more about it, I'm joined by Randeep Singh from the Sikh Welfare Awareness Team. They're also known as SWAT. Randeep, it's great to have you on the show. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having us on the show, Shay.
Now, I've got to start off, Randeep. I've been really lucky over the years to speak to you on BBC Radio London. But for anyone who doesn't know, you do fantastic work. Your whole premise is to take the idea of Langar outside of the Gurdwaras and take it to different parts of London, different parts of the country, to give it essentially to the people who need the food the most. And you do that, obviously, with your big, huge vans, which say SWAT on them. So I suspect, before I talk about Langar Week and the work you do, you've probably been in a load of collisions. How have you dealt with it? Because I was in a bad one this morning, Randeep. It was not good.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, we've had our fair share of collisions. And look, there's two ways to look at this. You can either get all depressed about it, or you can think about your lucky stars and say, look, I'm okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with me. And you know what? If we think about what is an accident, right? An accident is something which is not really pre-planned.
Yes.
So if it's an accident, it wasn't done on purpose.
No.
If it wasn't done on purpose, then we've got this ability to kind of understand this. And what we should do is, I think we should look at the positives out of everything rather than the negatives.
True.
So, okay, we've got a lump of metal. We've got insurance. It wasn't intentional. I'm okay. The other person's okay.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Actually, within, growing up, I was always taught that, if you're ever involved in an accident or anything bad happens to you, look at it in a positive light rather than negative, because it could have been something from above that's been prevented from something even worse happening, and you just got away with.
I love that you say that, because it's exactly, and I think this comes with age, because the first accident, it's true, the first accident, I've only had 2 accidents in my life.
I'm only 21, by the way.
Of course you are, Randeep. First accident I had was when I was a lot younger, in my 20s, and when I was hit at the time, I was screaming. I was like, how dare you? Oh my, who do you think you are? And then actually I realised, well, that doesn't achieve anything. And it comes with age, in the fact that, as I say, my mother-in-law, mum, just said to me, you're fine as long as there's no broken bones. And I thought, that is the right way to think about things, actually. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. I'm not going to deny I'm human, like everyone. I'm angry,
Of course
it's my car. I love my car, and as I just said, I brought my daughter home in that car, so I shouldn't be attached to it, but that's life, isn't it? So
absolutely.
Let's talk a bit about SWAT and the work that you do. You've been going on for a number of years now. Am I correct? You were founded in, is it 2008? Is that right?
2008, yes, absolutely.
And tell our listeners, for anyone who's tuning in who hasn't heard of SWAT, the work that you do.
So, growing up, just, we going to the Sikh temple, having food, Langar, looking at people that are partaking in, the less fortunate that come in. One day we thought, actually, what about the people who have no Sikh temples near them? How do they survive? How can we help them? So we decided as an organisation that we're going to take the concept of the food, the Langar, out to where people have no access to Sikh temples, and we're going to let them enjoy it and let them Yeah, simple as that. I mean, there's no shortcuts about how to explain this. This is as simple as that. It's taking the food out to the people who can't get to where the food is.
It's the hot free foods. I know during the pandemic you were helping to give it to families in need, and I know at the moment you on a weekly basis are here giving to homeless people as well. And why was it important for SWAT to be involved with Langar Week? Because this week is all around highlighting, this community kitchen, this free food that is given regardless of your religion or background. So of course, as you know, Randeep, it's tough times. We've got the cost of living crisis. We know in London, food banks are, opening up pretty much in every single corner. And so during Langar Week, why did SWAT want to be involved?
So it's really important for us to be involved during Langar Week. I think the main purpose of the whole, for us to be involved during, especially through Langar Week, is that we can highlight who we are, what we do, what we stand for, and the benefits of this. So there's so much education around Langar, around Sikhs, about Langar Week, about what we do, what we stand for, righteousness, justice, and all the rest of it. And it's all about love. It's all about compassion. It's all about forgiveness. So all the values that go into the langar, while it's being cooked, while people are praying, they're putting their positive energies. The people who partake in it, they have it. It changes their life without them even knowing how my life's been changed. So langar is so important. It's come from Guru Nanak Dev Ji when he created it, and it's just so special for us. Is it really satisfying for you to do what you do? Because sometimes, let's be frank, most people always think that if it's an organization or if it's a business, whatever, you're going to gain something out of it. And a lot of people are always really surprised when I'll talk to friends about Langar and they say, well, hold on, it's done by volunteers, it's free hot food, vegetarian, and I don't have to do anything and I can have this. There must be a catch. Do you know what I mean? It's no, something is fishy here. Where do I need to sign the dotted line? What do I need to give in order to receive this free food? But categorically, that's not the case, is it? It is just free food that is given out. But why do you do it? Why? What is it? Satisfaction for you? Why do you do it if you're not making money from this? You're not getting anything out of this. Okay, so very, very simply to answer this, it's love for humanity. If I claim that I love God, if I claim to pray to God, if I claim that I want to listen to what God's telling me, then I have to see God in everyone. And then I have to treat everybody like God. And I always say, to all our teams that are going out and serving, I'll always say, one of those people out there is going to be the physical manifestation of God, but you're not going to know which one it is. So we have to treat them all like God. And this is why we do it. The creation is a reflection of the Almighty. It's just pure love. It's out of pure and utter selfless love. Now, I'm looking at the images of Langar Week, and it's fantastic. Of course, there are different parts in London where you can get the free hot food served, and it's given to homeless people. But also during Langar Week, another aspect, as you've just talked about, is the term Langar is very much affiliated with the Sikh religion. Some people will get confused when they hear, because it's spelt Sikh, and so in Punjabi the pronunciation is Sikh or Sikhism. And obviously in the UK we'll still say Sikh because it's just the way that we talk, I guess. But the religion sometimes isn't, let's say, understood within mainstream media. There's not enough information out there. You're a turban wearing Sikh man. For those that are part of the Khalsa who are baptized, they will have a turban. I am not part of the Khalsa, but I come from the Sikh community. And so as much as religion is, of course, important for those that are practicing Sikhs, would you say that the community aspect has been imperative for Langar Week? Because it is those that are baptized, those that are not, who still all come together to give this free food of Langar. Absolutely. I mean, look, firstly, to partake in Langar, there's no prerequisites. Anyone and everyone, like you first said so eloquently, anyone can come in and have it. Okay, now, to serve it, anyone can absolutely serve Langar. Anyone can go into the Gurdwara, whether you're Sikh or not, and can request to be part of the procedure to cook the langar. So langar is for absolutely everyone.
Okay. So talk me through then, Randeep, because I had a friend who said this to me once. He was like, yeah, that's all good, Shay, but I, as a white guy, if I walk in, what am I meant to do? So and he's a really good friend of mine. Now he's actually coming to Tyra's birthday party, which we're having in the Gurdwara on Saturday. And I remember, I thought, oh yeah, that's a really good point. Because if someone's told you can go to another religious, institution, you may not want to offend. You may walk in and not know exactly what to do. And so, yes, you're right. Langar is there for everyone and it's free and anyone can come and have it. But if you walk into the Gurdwara, what at that point are you meant to do? You can't just walk straight into the Langar hall. What are those steps, Randeep?
No, so absolutely you walk in and I think that there's protocol as you walk in. The protocol is cover your head and remove your shoes. Simple. There's no, mandatory thing that you have to go in and you have to pray and you have to bow down to the way we conform to our Guru Granth Sahib Ji. You can go in, so the first thing is if you walk straight into where the langar's being prepared, speak to somebody and introduce yourself. Say, this is who I am. I have an interest in helping. I want to help. Is there anything that I can do to help you guys to prepare this, to serve it, to make it? And then, you know what? You'll be embraced. You will definitely be embraced, and they will ask you to, because there's always help needed when langar's being prepared. And
if you're unable to help, if you just want to go to have a free meal, as you say, you take your shoes off, you cover your head. They usually have headscarves there. You wash your hands. You can go in and then join the queue to receive the food. It is simple as that, isn't it?
Absolutely, as simple as that. No questions asked. You go in. Just respect your surroundings.
Yeah.
And you can go in for seconds and thirds, go in for breakfast, go for lunch, go for dinner, take your family. It's there first and foremost for the less fortunate, but then it's for everybody. It's for everybody.
Can I ask you, Randeep, so tell me one of the spots where SWAT is based in London. If someone's tuning into the show and they're thinking, do you know what, I could really do with, no questions asked, coming with my family to come and get a free hot meal from SWAT, because you are out on the streets of London. Where can they come if they would like to meet with SWAT and receive
So we're out
Langar?
in London every single day of the week, and one of the spots that we're at is on the Strand in central London, right outside the Zimbabwe embassy.
Okay. And you're serving hot food there, so people can turn up what time? 7:30, we're there. Okay. We're serving hot food. We're giving you non-perishables. We're giving clothing, sleeping bags. We even have an ambulance that comes out with medical staff to look after your medical issue that if anybody on the street may have. Okay. And if people want to follow you, because I'm just looking at your social media, you keep everything up to date there as well, don't you? What are the details for your social media? So our social media is at SWAT, the Nishkam SWAT. So it's at Nishkam SWAT. So let me spell that. It's NISHKAMSWAT, Nishkam SWAT. Maybe one day I'd love to bring the team and follow you and see what it's like in the evening if you're up for that, Randeep. Absolutely. I'd love to come down and then, at least our listeners here in Radio London can have a listen to what it's like as well. And it's hashtag Langar Week, which is spelled LANGAR, Langar Week. A real pleasure having you on the show, Randeep, and continue doing the great work that you're doing. And thanks for having a chat with me today. Thank you, Shay. Lovely speaking to you. Randeep Singh there. Nishkam SWAT is the name of the organisation. You can follow them in social media. And as I say, it's NISHKAM and then SWAT. You can also just go to their website if you'd like as well. And if you want further details for Langar Week, hashtag LANGARWEEK Langar Week. And I'm going to follow that up. I'd love to head out on the streets with SWAT and see what it's like.